Hi everybody, Russ on the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well, my friends. For those of us in the UK, hope you're enjoying your first of two concurrent bank holidays, Thursday and Friday, because of Liz being in charge, not being in charge, but being on the throne for 70 years in the being a platinum jubilee. So there we go. For those of you not in the UK, sorry, but you probably got better weather. So, one hand giveth, the other taketh away. And I present to you today the Hammers headlines for the 2nd of June in association with KUMB.com. 25 years and still going strong. That should be a tagline, Graham. I know you're watching. And actually, quickly, if you want to watch something, maybe you're bored at a barbecue at the moment, nothing else to watch. Last night, we did the first of our sort of mini-series, Keep, Sell, or Loan, the sort of the equivalent of Shag, Marry, Avoid, whoever it was for West Ham, where we go through the squad, the current squad, and which players we would keep, which players we'd sell, which players we'd loan out. And it's interactive. We had polls for each player during the show, and based on the results, we put them in the right boxes, so to speak. We're going to keep a lot. That was the general consensus, to be honest, and that means we've had a good season, doesn't it? I hope so. And at lunchtime today, I did my five players West Ham should sign who are free transfers, and it'll be a similar thing. We'll do another one, which are my 5 players will sign from the Championship, my 5 players will sign from the relegated clubs, those types of things. Just to sort of mix it up a little bit. Although we do have 2 transfer rumours out of the 3 stories today, and the other one actually could have an effect potentially. And we'll start with that one. And it's to do with our mate Danny Kay. Danny Kay, obviously a major shareholder at West Ham. And his net wealth has taken a massive hit in the last few months, not due to the conflict in Ukraine. Obviously, his company, EP Infrastructure, there was potentially, he was on a watch list and things like that. It's nothing to do with that, but it's to do with his investments, other investments, and particularly Royal Mail. He bought 20% of Royal Mail back last year, sort of in the midst of the pandemic, where everyone was getting stuff delivered, and Sean says there was £606 a share last June, and now it's £303 a share. So he's lost 50% of his shares in 12 months. Obviously, people aren't getting packages delivered now as much post-COVID now, so that's taken a bit of a hit. Also, the article also says, where is it, about Sainsbury's as well. Sainsbury's shares, he owns 10%. Last August, the share price peaked at £340, making his stake worth £710 million. But the share has fallen by a third and down to 230, meaning his stake is now only worth £538 million. So a loss of £172 million. Poor guy. And in total, his investments in the London stock market have tumbled just over 750 million in the past year. Wow. That's a big hit. Hopefully, it won't make too much of a difference in terms of West Ham's summer transfer budget. Let's hope not, because we've been linked to about 70 different players I've totaled up in the last month, and we've got 2 more of them. The first one is this gentleman. We all know him. We all know old Cooper. Cameron Cooper. So the Hammers are in talks apparently with Partick Thistle. Sorry, I'm so bad with pronunciations. I mispronunciate my worms. With Partick Thistle to sign the 16-year-old attacker Cameron Cooper, according to the Scottish Sun. Apparently, we face competition from Rangers for his signature, however. He's a huge talent, highly regarded in his homeland. He's an exciting attacker with plenty of pace, always plays with a very refreshing exuberance that only that youth can bring. That sort of nonchalant approach to football. He's not the finished article at all. There's going to be a lot of coaching to sort of rough those edges out a little bit. And that being said, Rangers are really, really keen on signing him. So it proves, what a good potential he could have. If even with all of his smoothing out, he's still highly desirable by Rangers, and also West Ham as well. It It has a lot of similarities to the previous transfer window where we signed Marshall from Linfield. He was 17 at the time and has been banging him in for the under 18. So let's see what happens with old Cooper. Just like that. See? Tommy Cooper. It's not a good impression when you have to say who it is after you've done the impression. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to another potential signing. Oh, we're going to sign someone. Potentially, we are. West Ham are reportedly interested in a move for Watford's forward, Joao Pedro, with the 22-year-old being closely watched by the Hammers. And that's according to UOL. You know UOL. .com. The Brazilian news outlets reported on Tuesday that Watford value him between 25 to 35 million, and that West Ham, along with Newcastle, surprise, surprise, are eyeing the forward. This season he scored 4 goals and 1 assist for the Hornets. He's put some good performances in. He has. 25 million quid though for someone who's only got 5 goal involvement seems a bit steep in my eyes, to be perfectly honest. I mean, he's young, he has potential, but I think Moisey could look elsewhere for that sort of prolific striker, that forward that we all want him to sign. Maybe Emmanuel Dennis, for example, is a slightly cheaper alternative, and he scored a considerably more goals for the same side. When you look at Joao Pedro, he's very reminiscent in my eyes of Okaflex. That sort of maverick, very talented, very skillful player. And I think you've already got a similar player. So I don't think this would be a good signing at all, in my opinion. If he bagged 10 goals last season and 5 assists or something like that, then maybe 5 million quid could be sort of justifiable. As I said, he is quite young. There is time for him to improve. But I think there's better fish to fry. I think Dennis is a particular, good one. I'd rather them spend that type of money for Lewis Potter at Hull, for example. He brings with him maybe a bit more to the table than Pedro does. But every time I've watched Watford play, he's always looked excited. He's got the fans off their seats, and that's what we sort of want as fans, We want to be entertained. So we'll see what happens there. There's been a load of transfers in the last couple of days, transfer rumours. As I said, I did a little tally, and I think we're up to about 70 now, and there's going to be a lot more. We haven't even started the transfer window properly yet, so get used to it. And let me know what you think. Go back and watch our top 5 free transfers that West Ham should sign, and let me know what you think about that, because I think there's some good ones in there. And that's it, my friends. So I hope you have a good rest of the bank holiday for us in the UK. We'll be back up tomorrow with a daily show. We'll be doing something about stats, the season stat was. That should be quite fun, and Hammer's headlines tomorrow at 5 o'clock as well. And also, he may be on for a late show at the end on Friday night, so keep an eye on that. The only way you can make sure is hitting that bell notification, and then you're made aware anytime we put new content on. And so, my friends, I bid you adieu. Take care, farewell, stay safe, stay lucky, stay cheeky, and stay positive. And ciao for now. See you soon, my friends. Bye bye.